Welcome to Math 105. I'm Mr. Borman. I'll be your host for this quarter. This is what Canvas looks like, what your class in Canvas looks like. And anyway, I thought I'd take you through it, and we can see what all we can do for you to help get you started. First off, you need to get going on the homework and everything today. Okay, not tomorrow. You need to get started immediately. This is an online class, and therefore you really don't need to put yourself behind the 8 ball and start late. Okay, always stay on top of the homework. Always get the job done and stay current. Okay, here on Canvas, off to the right, it shows you what's coming up. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, and so that can really help you, and it tells you, what it is and how many points it's worth, when it's due, what time. Because it's an online class, I got the time of the day there. So this is a really good screen. Another good one is right over here in Assignments. And in Assignments, it has all that same information, and I'm showing this to you midway through a term, so that's why it's starting on Chapter 4. Okay, past assignments are down here, starting with Chapter 1 right here. But you'll notice that each one has, again, the due date, the time, how many points it's worth, and what it is. Now, if you click on an assignment, let's see what happens. It just says, the due date and all that, because your assignments are not they're not on Canvas. Okay, they are on a different external site. Same thing for tests. Let's see what that says. Take all tests in a TVCC testing center or with a TVCC approved test proctor. We'll see that again in a moment. So make sure you stay current with this. The assignments and tests, they're all in order by due date. Okay. Okay. And then grades, well, it has all that same stuff, and you'll see exactly what your grades are. I've got a bunch of zeros because I'm not a student in the class, so I haven't completed any of the coursework. But you'll have numbers here as you complete some of the coursework. Moving on, let's go back to the home screen. And boy, that arrow is really flashing. I think I'm going to have a seizure. Okay, so on this screen, the first module or folder is called Junk Drawer. Yes, I named it myself. Start here. Maybe we should start here. And it says what to start off with. Okay, set up your phone for texting, give me a physical address, like a P.O. box, home address, whatever, so I can send your test to you. And you'll get extra credit for both of those on your exams. Okay, on one exam. Okay. And then it says, go through all this, that, and the other. Watch my intro video. That's what you're doing right now. Set up a test proctor. Hey, there it is again. Begin assignment number 1 on MyOpenMath. So that's the external website where we're doing this. Okay, so let's, how do I go back? Okay, home, got it. So that was the start here. Important, that says check your TVCC email every day. You need to do that. Most of the time there won't be anything interesting, but when there is, you'll be glad that you checked it sooner than later. Alright, it shows 3 course intro videos. There's only going to be one, the one you're watching right now. That's why I'm making a new one to kind of make it better. The course schedule, that is basically what you saw under assignments, so you can click on that. Make sure you stick to that schedule. The syllabus. A syllabus is boring usually in every class, but it's the contract that the teacher has with the students, and you don't get to set the terms. I know, it's not quite fair. So anyway, you really ought to print off every syllabus and just kind of look through them for the important stuff. If you go into my syllabus, it'll show you my contact information and where I'm located in Caldwell, and how your grade is calculated, and all the rest. Okay. Okay, MyOpenMath. That is where you go for the textbook, as well as the online homework. Okay, So that's where you're going to go for that. Now, in order to get into it, you're going to need the course ID and enrollment key. So you just click on that, and then when you're doing the MyOpenMath, the MOM, you'll have that information ready to roll. No big deal. And then here is the textbook. You can download the PDF if you want onto your phone or whatever, so it's easier to access and you don't even need the internet at that point anymore. Or you can just keep going through MyOpenMath where the homework is located. Meet Mr. Borman is a brief video about me, and unfortunately you have to look at have to look at me in that video. But anyway, you get to know me just a little bit, because it's an online class. All right, now the test proctor thing. Let's bury that once and for all. So your tests are going to be done in one of the TVCC testing centers, either in Caldwell or in Ontario. I don't care which. However, if you're not able to do that or just don't want to, you could take your tests elsewhere. You have to have a test proctor, somebody who is going to receive the test, make sure that you take it on the right day and everything, and then that person also sends it back to me. That test proctor has to be TVCC approved, and so if you want to go that route or need to go that route, just click here and there's a few instructions. That'll tell you how to do it. Okay, there are 6 chapters in the course. The last chapter is about finances. The finance formulas are here. Okay, and our third test covers chapters 5 and 6. So the third test and the final exam both will have this document exactly as it appears right here. I'm not going to modify it at all because that would take extra effort, unnecessary extra effort. So anyway, that's something to be aware of when you get closer to the end of the term. Also, toward the end of the term, the final exam review. This basically is the final exam, just different numbers in the problems. Okay, so when we're, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks out from the final exam, you should really be hitting this thing pretty hard, making sure you know how to do it, and really practicing it. Okay. Okay, there's a couple of things I need you to download besides maybe the textbook. One is texting. Okay, navigate here with your phone. Set up your phone for texting so I can get a hold of you. You can get a hold of me a whole lot easier because there's a good bet at least one of you is going to have some kind of an emergency come up. I need to leave town. I need to focus on my family because they're all dying or whatever. Yeah, that's my mail. And so if you have your phone set up for texting, I should be able to get a hold of you a whole lot easier in those situations or others. Another thing is TVCC alerts. If you set up your phone for that just one time, then anytime there's like maybe a campus closure or something, you'll know about it before you leave your home in Emmett or wherever you live. Like if it's a snow day or there's an active shooter or the electrical isn't working and the campus is just closed, you'll know usually before you leave the house, and then you can save some time. So that's the junk drawer. We have extra assistance in here. Chapter 1 is all about percents, and these 2 documents right here are designed to give you some extra help on that. So please feel free to use these guys as some examples for that. There's other stuff in here. Some of it, like habits, that's just an article about building good habits. So not a bad thing. And you can just kind of look through all this stuff at your leisure. And you should. You should look through this stuff just briefly and see what do you like, what do you don't like, and just use the stuff that you think will work for you. But do look for it now. Don't wait till the end of the term when, in which case you might look at it and say, hey, I could have used that. Okay, videos. Whoops. There we go. So we got some call to success videos. They just teach you how to be a good college student. Feel free to watch those. They're 5 minutes or so each. They're not long. Motivational videos when you've just had it and you're just like, oh my gosh, I just need a pick me up. Okay, well, don't turn to drugs, turn to motivational videos. And then, of course, fun videos, you can just kind of look through that. Got all kinds of weird stuff. How to read a textbook. That's not a bad skill. A very, very useful skill, as a matter of fact. All right, so that's videos. The next one is anxiety. Okay, tips for beating test anxiety and math anxiety and stuff. These are all just quick, free things that you can look through. I put that together just to help you out, just in case you need it. Now, the rest of this is what constitutes the library. Okay, Borman TV, that's me teaching. Material from each of the chapters, and you can tell which chapter you're in. So please feel free to utilize these videos all that you want. And if there's a video that's missing, let me know. Okay, I had a student let me know yesterday about a video that's missing, and so I went home. I made a real good video for it, like a 10-minute video, so I really covered a lot, and it's already there. Okay, I'm not always quite that fast, but I did quite well that time. Major websites, all kinds of stuff here that you might find useful. Feel free to look through it. Again, everything's free. Okay, even the Jeopardy. Study.com, calculator help, all kinds of stuff there. Mobile apps, if you want to just kind of work on your some of your basic skills. Some of these are quite basic, but you might find them quite useful. Some of them, there's a bit more going on there. For example, Number Gym has a lot more than just multiplication or subtraction. It goes over equations, quadratic equations, simultaneous stuff, sequences, radicals, exponents, factors, decimals, fractions, ratios, and it gives you practice on all that. And I mean, it gives you this menu as soon as you bring it up, and you just click on the specific subject that you want to practice. So anyway, a lot of good stuff there you can have on your phone just to kind of practice. You're like, hey, I've got 30 seconds or a minute. I'm just sitting here. Hey, instead of playing a game or doing Facebook, I'll do something helpful. So anyway, there's that. As you go through the term, please feel free to contact me when you've got any questions, or if you've got, or you can talk to somebody in one of the math labs in Caldwell or Ontario. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me. All of my contact information is right at the beginning of the syllabus, and except for the texting. The texting is right there. Anyway, so get started immediately, and let's have a wonderful term. Okay.